Social innovation requires us to think outside of the box, to think differently, in order to address the many social problems that this country and the world is facing. It requires us to learn how to fail, to try different approaches, to be as fast and as effective as possible.
The process of innovation or process of thinking in an innovative way is more important because Georgia is a country of the post-Soviet space, and within the public sector we have people who, we see the need of public servants thinking in an innovative way. We have conducted a workshop, design thinking workshop for emergency service such as 112. They had this need to make their service available for people with disabilities, and especially for people who have hearing impairment. We have now a solution which is people from this agency, 112 agency, they have now persons who know the language of the deaf and mute people, and they can now make a video call.
In terms of youth innovation, we have developed a youth employment app together with the Agency of Employment of the country, which has been developed together with several different youth organizations. They have tried through prototyping and testing out several versions of the application to create a mobile and a website that are very friendly to the youth population and show all different ads related to jobs, traineeships, to every other volunteer opportunities for young people in the country. Thanks to the support to the Agency of Employment in the country, this application has been fully absorbed by them and now integrates all job openings within the country, meaning that young people can see and receive an SMS message or a notification through their phone about a new application and apply to it.
We found lots of lessons learned, and I would like to share 3 of them with you. Tip number 1 is start viral. People are sometimes resistant to start with social innovation. The ideas are really simple and we should really have it fun, have it enthusiastic, and for that one of the ideas is, for example, social innovation camps where you engage IT geeks with young people, with academia, probably also some companies, and within 2 days you can have also some concepts, actual projects. Number 2 is design thinking. Listen to your people. You should know whom you want to engage and you should think from their perspective. And number 3 is stay engaged. This is a crucial one. If you look at innovations, there is lots of enthusiasm in the start phase. But check out the websites after 2 years. Almost none of them exist. So you have to be really engaging and continue.
Yeah, well, I would argue that at the heart of social innovation is the idea of measuring your impact. Innovation is really about new ideas, and in the context of the work that we do in the social sector, we really need to reinvent a lot of the ideas and a lot of the approaches to solve old problems. So if you're going to really navigate some of the challenges of social change and changing the world and changing people's communities, you really need to know where you are and how things are going right now and what needs to change, what needs to adjust into the future. So at In Focus, we would argue that there's a real direct link between an organization's ability to measure their change and know whether they're making any and whether they're actually creating innovation, whether they're driving innovation. And always we have a healthy skepticism towards organizations who can't show any results for their projects. And that doesn't necessarily mean there aren't any. They may just not have the capabilities right now to show those, but we should have a healthy skepticism towards that. Once you get into it, it's not that complicated, and there are very small things that can be done and step-by-step processes to improve in this area, and most importantly, generate that learning culture. It's not about having the greatest monitoring and evaluation system in the world, but if you have the greatest learning culture in your organization and a thirst for understanding what's working and what's not, you're very well positioned as a social sector organization to do well and to make the changes that you hope would happen.